Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This isn't a video review. This isn't a get-together stream. This isn't a... It's a serious stream. Basically, and this is just explaining the reasons why I have been so inactive the last little while. I'm not going to explain all of it. I'm not going to get into full detail. But let's just say, like, as a result of all of it, I am basically in therapy again. I understand that, you know, it's just what I'm trying to say here is the therapy has helped a lot. It has helped me rediscover myself and how it's helped me like understand myself more as a person than what, you know, many outside sources have perceive my viewship as. But in saying that, like, and yes, I know I'm aware that I, at the time I'm doing the stream, I premiered, or not premiered, but uploaded 4 new videos. You know, Legacy Bulkhead, Soundwave from Studio Series, the Bumblebee version of the Bumblebee movie, and then 2 new episodes from my series. I'm in the process of making a sub-series as a result of all of this. A sub-series that explains more of the mystical and other things, which it will be explained in good time. And thank you, now from Studios, Tyler and Aiden in the chat. And yes, I'm also aware that there are some people that are trying to get in contact with me about certain situations and such. I understand that, and I saw the messages. Like, there are 2 main reasons why I haven't responded. Number 1, at the time, I was not in the good mental state I was in. Number 2, my therapist, my personal therapist, who I've been seeing the last little while, advised me not to respond to the messages until she deems I'm fit to respond to them. And no, it's not a silly reason. She has dealt with many clients that have said this, this, and this. So basically, to put it straight, I am just, it's more or less a mental and physical break for me to focus for myself. Well, I thank you, Neverett Studios, and I mean, and I'll tell you, like, and this is no hidden secret that the last 3 years for me personally have been utter hell. For me personally, uh, emotionally, you name it. Like, not, and no, I'm not using the pandemic as an excuse. Yes, the pandemic affected all of us in many different ways, and sadly, most of us were affected negatively. I mean, I lost 2 family members. I lost my job during the pandemic. I was I was in a, and towards the end of the year, I was in such dark turmoil. I did not know what to do. Like, even though I saw therapy then, now I'm pretty much back at square one like I was 2 years ago, trying to rebuild myself mentally and physically. Like, and I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to get into detail because the world doesn't need to know. Like, the world doesn't need to know. The world just doesn't need to know. only like, and because I'll say this from many sources. Let's just say, like, it's just sorry, I'm just spewing words here. I'm just going to keep this as brief as possible. I'm not going to go on a tangent because, sorry, my phone going off here. But it's just, what more could I say? Like, because the last 3 years, aside from, creating content, creating episodes, etc., and it's not because, as I mentioned, the whole personal issues, the whole this and that. I didn't have any writer's block. I didn't, and yes, I know there's people out there that, dislike the way I do my series, like the whole, shipping engines thing. It's inspiration. I'm not saying that as an excuse. It's inspiration. I just, like, I honor the ships from other people, like other people's universes, like the Henry and Emily. That was a very, very successful ship, because of Victor Tanzik. I mean, so, and the way and my filming strategy and such. I mean, yes, I'm let's just say that some of the camera types that I've relied on the Flycam since I started using it. I've since discovered those other cameras, the ones that Victor Tanzik uses and other people's, like those hover shots, and heck, I could even do various other things. Now, and I know people have commented some questions about other projects. I can't comment on them at this time. One, I can't say anything at this time. And two, saying it would just compromise the situation. And look, like, yeah, I'm just reading your comment now for series about, like, and yes, I know people, like, some people don't care for Victor's, like, look, I agree with some of the political shorts that he did, like, I mean, yes, I even showed off that, like the Benson saga there. And yes, I know people didn't like it. I mean, personally, I thought, oh God, Victor's gonna get in so much trouble. But thankfully, like Victor is aware of this. Now, I didn't email him personally. I know deep down he's aware of this. He toned it down. He knows when to stop. I know when to stop when it comes to certain things. And no enough for studios. I have seen, and yes, I used to be, yes, quote unquote, I used to be in Mystery the Hedgehog series. I was Joseph in 1969, the Resistance. And I was voicing two other characters at the time, but since then I was exiled. But yeah, that's a bit of a spoiler right there. But it's just everything that has happened to me personally and physically. Look, I have kicked myself in the bunker, in the tender, telling myself you just gotta have to change. You gotta change. You gotta change something. You gotta find that change. And my therapist has been able to help me find that change. And on top of that, like, now I understand that my friend Jay, SP449 fan, yes, I know he's been wanting to contact me. We've been in talks and such, and he's one of the friends that's been able to or has been helping me recently, mentally, and he's giving me some ideas, and I'm going to use them. I now like, and it's no secret. During the whole pandemic, during 2020, I wrote a bunch of stories that I showed off. They're going to be done, like Buried Engines, the one that's based off the New Zealand engines that were found in the Earth, the V classes. Like, that's still going to be done. It's just the problem is there is a main problem with it. Again, it's the same issue that have been happening with the Rise of Jasper Fitzgerald, which is still going to be done. The problem is I don't have a proper model of the New Zealand V classes. There's no downloadable version on the DLS, to my knowledge. If there was, it must have been taken off. I've tried making it in Blender, but it's failed. Both engines, I failed miserably. So I have 3D modeling experience. I'm not going to lie there. I'm not going to lie that I've tried to make Rajiv, that I've tried to make other engines, other characters, other etceteras. I've watched the tutorials. I'm not blind. I'm not deaf. I'm not stupid. I'm gonna have to find within my sources to have someone to ask someone to commission the model. I mean, I would have to pay someone to make the models of Jasper, Roman, Archie, etc. Like, in my universe. And no, I'm not. This is not me sounding all acting, all, this is not me fooling around. I'm just kicking myself right now, thinking, and yes, people were really there were some people that didn't care, or not didn't care, but they were deeply offended by my recent music video, the one where I was, had that Alfred 3 look on my face and pretty much derailing engines and taking it too far. Yes, I've deleted those streams. Yes, I've deleted those videos. It just expresses deeply the roadblocks I've had to encounter over my personal life and my the last little while. I am I don't know what to say. I don't know what more to say. And I'll tell you, yesterday I had a hypnotherapy session. It was amazing. It just helped to lift some of those burdens off my shoulders. But this is just only the start of my hypnotherapy. Yes, Nafert Studios, that. And no, it wasn't dust. It's just basically the scene where Diesel he pretty much oils away, but not before some of his exhaust gets on Thomas's face. That's the I kind of I was so idiotic. I got inspiration for my. Some people thought I was. Some people jokingly said I looked like Batman. God damn it, no. There's a difference between Batman and what Thomas looked like in Alfred 3. I mean, and yes, it was not the first time you saw that. You saw that 2 years ago, where I was just pretty much violently shunning trucks, into and other coaches and whatnot. I was in a dark state. I still am in a dark state. Well, technically, because I'm still trying to lift the burdens off my shoulders, trying to rediscover myself, who I am, trying to like it's just sorry. The point is, in a nutshell, in all this, like I'm still in therapy. I don't know how much long I'm going to be in, I don't know how much. Sorry. Let me try that again. Sorry. To put it bluntly, I'm still seeking my counselor. I don't know about any upcoming, content that you saw previously. Meaning, I don't know if you're going to see it this year or beyond that. But the stuff I'm working on behind the scenes afterwards, like in terms of the stories I wrote, you're going to like it. You'll love it. And some of it's going to be funny. Some of it's going to be this. Some of it's going to be that. So, like I said previously, once I'm fully healed, once I'm fully able, I will respond to those that are trying to reach out to me saying, hey, where the hell are you? I'll make sure of it. I promise. So anyways, guys, that's the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching. And and to those that were deeply, deeply offended by my actions last 3 years, behind the scenes and whatnot, I am truly, truly sorry. I don't know how I'm going to make it up to you, whether it's this or that. And no, it's not going to be me ending my life. That whole suicide thing, that is out of the question. Because it is worthless to take your life. So, as I said, to those that were offended deeply, I'm sorry. I don't know how many times I can say this. I deeply apologize. I don't know how I'm going to make it up to you. I don't know what I can do. But what I am going to do is just step away from, doing streams for a considerable period of time until otherwise. So, and I know people are going to say, "Oh, what about this? What about that?" In time. If it's rushed, then the end result's not going to be. It's not going to be what it was intended to be. So until then, this is the end of this stream. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, take everyone. See you soon. Good day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.